everybody, welcome back to the channel, and this is the FM24, I nearly said 25, FM24 Youth Academy Challenge with Folkestone and Victor. We are on Youth Intake Day. Let's get into it. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the save, and it is the 30th of March 2037, and although we have Oldham coming up next, we find ourselves second in the table. We are 2 points behind Dorking, who sit top of the table with 5 better goal difference and 2 more points. They've won a game where we drew a game, and that means they're 2 points ahead of us. Just before we get into the youth intake then, it has been a very, very good season. We eventually hit top spot, dropped it off, gave it back to Dorking, they gave it back to us, we gave it back to them, we then took first spot for a long time, and we've just dropped off down into second. Ignore the fact it says we're currently first. We're clearly not. We're clearly second, as the league table shows. But with only 5 games to go, 6 games to go, we have a chance. We have been playing very, very well. We've actually picked up loads of draws in this month of March. 4 draws and a win. An unbeaten month, but 4 draws and a win. If you can hear loads of strange noises, there's a man outside my window trying to do some repairs to the condo, and it's a bit banging. Sometimes he just sort of feels like he's going to knock through the window. It's very weird. It's very odd. But yeah, January was very, very good, an unbeaten month. We only lost 2 games in February. The FA Cup has been bloody brilliant. I mean, we got all the way through to the 5th round where we lost to Middlesbrough 1-0. A guy called Marco Strupa scored for them, who's just phenomenally good. But the best news about the FA Cup tie is we've had quite a lot of games in it. So Middlesbrough away from home, they are in the Premier League, although I didn't realise at the time. I thought they were in the Championship, which is why I didn't come back and show it. But 33,684 people came to the game, and we got half of that money. Before that, we took Charlton to an FA Cup 4th round replay, away from home, 1-1. They had 10,000 people there. We got half of that money. The replay, nearly 6,000 people came into Cheriton Road. We get half of that money. Before that, Fleetwood Town, 2-0 win in the 3rd round. 2,674 people. Half of that money came in. We had a 2nd round replay against Torquay. At home, 2,651 people. Away from home, it was 2,189 people. So lots of money coming in, which is great. Not only did we boost our reputation and get a bit more game time and get all the way to the 5th round in the FA Cup, the finances are looking great. £728,000 in the bank, and we've not been paid for the league or prize money or any parachute payments or anything like that. So it's looking like one FA Cup run has turned our financial season around, which is absolutely lovely, and I'm sure that's going to lead to loads of our players asking for new contracts, but we'll have to see how it goes. But anyway, the season's going great. Quick review of the cups before we get into the youth players then. So second in the league, knocked out in the 5th round by Middlesbrough of the FA Cup, knocked out in the 2nd round by Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup, and knocked out by Swindon in the Southern Section 2nd round of the English Football League No One Gives a Damn trophy. So yeah, not too bad. Massimo Englefield, top goal scorer in the league with 18. Everyone's doing very well, but we'll have a big end of season review where I think we're going to get promoted. Do we do it as champions or not? I don't know. But anyway, Youth Intake Day. And here we are. And straight at the top of the list, what I love to see, a Portuguese player and a Cypriot and a Dr. Congo player. Oh my God, this is some great nationalities in here. Lots of Englishmen, Irishmen, English, Dr. Congo, English, Cypriot, English, Welsh, and Portuguese. A wonderfully talented group of players led by Paulinho Balberia, which is a great name. A potential golden generation. The youth candidate has been given trial contracts. So it was mentioned that at the end of last season, just before the youth intake, we got a facilities upgrade. And it was like, it's not quite going to kick in time. It looks like it's kicked in for this one. This looks very, very good. Let's go and check it out in my view, which is easier to see everything. And here they are in all their glory. Let's sort by position to start with. So overlooking the positions then, goalkeeper. 2 players that play all the way across the back 3. A left back, a right back, a centre back and holding midfielder. Holding midfielder, central midfielder, right and left winger. Midfield, left and centre, right winger, striker, right winger, striker, central midfield, striker, right winger, left winger, and left or attacking midfield, left centre. Personality-wise, it's not looking the best just off the bat that I can see, but we have 1 spirited, 3 fairly determined, 1 fairly professional, 3 balanced, 1 mercenary, 3 unambitious, 2 low determination, 1 fickle, and 1 casual. In terms of ability then, currently as the best player is Paulinho Balbeira, the 15-year-old left midfielder. Do we have our own sort of Cristiano Ronaldo on our hands? Maybe a Nani. I'll take either of them. Maybe a Pedro Neto. I'll take anyone if he turns to be like that. 5-star potential, 2-star ability, very good. Andreas Kleinthaus, the Cypriot central midfielder or left winger, 1.5-star current, 4.5-star potential. And then we've got, quite a few 1.5 stars actually, 1 stars in there as well. In terms of the worst potential, Lewis Roberts, the goalkeeper, which is a bit of a shame. We do need goalkeepers to keep coming through. Dan Whittaker's there as well, Louis Pearson. These probably, if they don't look great in their attributes, they probably won't get contracts because we don't need to do that stuff anymore. Jake Robinson at 3-star, Tamindu Benyon at 3-star as well, looks all right. But yeah, 2 5-star players. Armini Dickey, great name for a right back, English right back, 5-star right back. Armani Dickey, what a name. Obviously he's going to get shortened to Dickey. Paulinho Balbeira as well, 5 stars, then 2 4.5 stars in Kleinthaus and Ben Rees. I used to play with a footballer called Ben Rees who was a central midfielder, so that's quite interesting. Jumping reach wise, we have 13 for Benyon, who's a defender, right, left, centre, probably a centre back. Gaichel Lumanza, the guy from Dr. Congo, at 13 as well, looks pretty handy to be honest. 12 for Ben Rees, 12 for Lewis Roberts, and 11 for Cammy Stevenson. Let's have a quick look at some determination because I love that. Danny Pearson at 17. That's really good. Paulinho Balbeira is not only fairly determined, our best current player in the youth candidates, and the best potential. He's also got determination 16. That is epic. And great work rate, and great pace, and good acceleration. Oh my god, I can't wait to look at him already. That's going to be really good. Work rate rise, the best is 15 at Louis Pearson. He also has the best teamwork at 16. Concentration wise, everyone's a little bit low, but 9 for Cammy Stevens. Decisions, we have Louis Pearson with 11. And composure, we have Andreas Kleinthaus with 10. So let's go in positional order or potential ability order. We'll go in potential ability order because it starts with the goalkeeper anyway. Lewis Roberts, 15-year-old goalkeeper, English, balanced personality, outspoken in the media. Doesn't actually look dreadful off the bat. Loves to punch the ball. 19 punching tendency. Reflexes 14. Handling 11. Command of area 9. Aerial reach 8. Agility 13. Tries to play his way out of trouble for a goalkeeper is a massive no-no. That is something you're like, no. We don't want no Fabian Barthez or Andre Onana, people like that at this sort of level. You just want to get it, and if someone's pressurising you, just boot it as far away as you possibly can. So if we do keep him, we'll look to get rid of that. But nice and tall, some decent attributes there. The worry is the potential, right? He comes in as the second best goalkeeper at the club apparently, but potential-wise, a little bit better than Krzysztof Pikarski, but not as good as Andrew McCarthy. So maybe could get a deal. Not too sure. If he had a good personality, I'd probably lean towards a yes, but we'll see. Goalkeepers are an interesting one. You need them coming through, but you generally get one every year. So we'll see. We'll make a decision about Lewis Roberts. Dan Whittaker, 15 years old, attacking midfield, right or striker, outspoken, 2.5-star potential. Doesn't look great, really. Doesn't look great at all. In the list of where he fits in the squad, he doesn't even make the top 9 currently. Crossing 9 isn't bad. Acceleration 10, pace 9. Balance 13, 5'4", jumping reach of 1, strength of 3, determination 10, off the ball 5 is pretty rubbish, concentration 2. There's a lot of negatives. Good passing, technique's decent, crossing's decent, so you probably could put in a good cross. But yeah, with that potential, probably not going to get a deal. I don't think we need to worry too much about Dan Whittaker. Louis Pearson is in here. He's the guy that had outstanding teamwork at 16. Committed attacking midfielder, fickle personality. Not doing much physically for me. That looks pretty rubbish. If you want to be a winger, you've got to have better acceleration than 5, to be honest. Decision, I mean, he could be better off in here. Passing 7. Decisions 11, determination 12, flair 10, off the ball 7, teamwork 16, vision 8, work rate 15, left-footed. Not too bad. Free kick taking 11 could be a bit of a get out of jail, but again, with that potential, I don't think there's much need to focus on Louis Pearson there. Jake Robinson, 15 years old, casual personality. Again, the worst personalities are actually coming through with the worst potential ability star ratings at the moment as well. Stamina 14, pace 9, agility 7, acceleration 8. Balance, jumping, reach and fitness all at 10. Not too bad. 6 foot. A casual personality, which isn't dreadful. Aggression 14, love that. Flair 11, teamwork 9, work rate 13. Tackling 12, technique 12, finishing 11. Wow. Finishing 11 out of bloody nowhere. He hasn't really got the pace to play out front. He hasn't got the composure to play out front. He hasn't got the off-the-ball movement to play out front. He doesn't have the positioning to play as a defensive role, but he has really good tackling and technique. I mean, if you got him to shoot first time with good finishing and good technique, he'd probably be all right. But again, he's one with that potential and these mix of attributes really don't work. No, not going to spend too much time looking at Jake Robinson. It's a no, I think. We have Thamindu Benyon, 16-year-old, can play all the way across the back three, mainly as a centre-back. 6'1", jumping reach of 13, strength 12, fitness 10, bravery 17, that's pretty good, aggression 8, anticipation 8, concentration 5, positioning 13, teamwork 13, tackling 8, technique 9, marking 10, heading 7. Not dreadful. He's not dreadful. Unambitious. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of unambitious, and again a lack of potential. But it's not dreadful. It's definitely not dreadful. Fairly 2-footed as well, so could be some use to Mandu Benyon. We'll keep an eye on him. Cammy Stevenson, 16 years old, can play all across the back three as well. Low determination, but good physically at a young age. He's 16. Acceleration 11, agility 10, balance 13, jumping reach 11, fitness 11, pace 8, stamina 12, strength 4, right-footed 6'1". Mentals doesn't look too bad. There's not too many reds in there. Composure, determination, off the ball and vision are 5 or below. Positioning 6, decisions 9, concentration 9, bravery 8, anticipation 6, teamwork 11, tackling 10, marking 8, heading 7. Can cross the ball as well, can dribble a little bit. He's got decent potential, so probably will get a contract, but I don't like that low determination. A determination of 2. If he makes a mistake or goes behind, he's not going to be very willing to get back into the game, is he? So Cammy Stevenson, we'll keep an eye on him. Not 100% sure. Next up, from the Democratic Republic of Congo, or the Dr. Congo, is Gaishel Lumanza. And he is a holding midfielder with balance of 4, but fairly professional, not bad potential ability, 2-footed, 6'1", good jumping reach, good acceleration off the mark as well, bravery 17, that's really good, vision 10, positioning 7, decisions 8, determination 13, teamwork 4 is a concern for a central midfielder, but first touch is pretty good at 8, passing 9, technique 9. He could grow into something. Old Gaishel. He seems like one that's going to come through now and looks half decent and could get some good game time, could grow into something useful, but will probably be surpassed very quickly by another couple of intakes. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on him, but not bad for our Congolese, or Democratic Republic Congolese central midfielder, or holding midfielder. Didn't look too bad at all. Garban D-Day, or Didi? D-Day? Diadi? No, it's Irish, so it'll just be Garban Didi. It's dead. Why? Deddy. Didi. Garban. We're going to call him Garban. Unambitious winger. 16 years old, can play on either wing, either footed. 5'9", acceleration 12, agility 11, balance 12. He's going to be a good dribbler. No, he's not. He's got dribbling 5, crossing 11, free kick taking 11, technique 12, work rate 13, teamwork 9, off the ball 9, decisions 6. Really doesn't want to do any sort of defending, does he? Positioning 1. Aggression and anticipation both at 7. Again, not bad. He's got an area in there that you could potentially definitely improve what he wants to do. If we put him like up here as a winger on attack, let's see how he's doing with that. So flair's a little bit down, pace and stamina's a little bit down, dribbling is down, but crossing, first touch, passing, technique, work rate, off the ball, anticipation. Yeah, I mean, if you put him training on that for a couple of years, he might actually improve to be a half decent player for Garban. I'm just going to call him Garban. Second nickname, Garban, because I don't know how you'd pronounce that. Garban. I mean garbage. I could change him to garbage, but unfortunately he's not actually garbage, is he? There's Garban. KD Wayborn, attack midfielder right or left, young winger, 5'9", left-footed. Acceleration 13, agility 13, fitness 11, pace 11, stamina 10. That looks pretty good. Crossing and dribbling both 7, a good starting position. Passing 7, technique 8, work rate 13, off the ball 9, leadership 13, determination 13, bravery 17, aggression 10. He's the best so far. KD Wayborn is the best so far. Gets into an opposition area, so going to pump in, like cut in from the left-hand side, run diagonally into the back post, into the box. Quite like KD. Looks pretty good. Spirited personality as well. I don't know what spirited is. I'm sure you can let me know down below. But yeah, I'm not too sure what that is. Evasive of the media as well. Doesn't want to get too involved. Very good determination and work rate in his pie chart as well. Or not his pie chart. What is it? His polygon? Hexagon? But yeah, not dreadful, KD Wayborn. Not dreadful at all. Danny Pearson. 15 years old. Attack midfield, right, centre or striker. He's putting him up there as a striker. Let's see what he can do as a winger, though, to start with. Aggression 18, love that. Determination 17, love that. Flair 14, work rate 12. Stamina 11, pace 9, fitness 11, balance 12, agility 8, acceleration 12. He's fairly determined as well as a personality, which is great. Crossing and dribbling at 6, first touch 10, passing 5, technique 10. Really not that bad at all. Flair's good at 14 as well. Yeah, definitely could develop into something. He definitely could develop into a good player, Danny Pearson. He really could. It doesn't make the top 9, although I'm going to suggest he probably is better than Kenan Omarovic, who we're letting go on a free at the end of the year. But yeah, I think that's rating him against strikers. Yeah, it is, who play as strikers. So I think at the right wing, he could have a decent chance of development. Maybe a loan move when he turns 16, and there's a chance that he could grow into something relatively useful. Lenny Ratton at left back. Positions we do need to start looking at and hoping we get good players in his right back, and we do have a decent right back coming through this season. So stamina 11, pace 9, balance 14, acceleration 8, physicals need a little bit better, a little bit of improvement. But aggression 12, bravery 14, decisions 10, leadership 11, positioning 8, teamwork 8, work rate 13. Tackling 6, technique 13, crossing 9, marking 7, passing 7. I love to see our fullbacks coming through with half decent crossing and good techniques. It does mean they put in a good ball, but jumping reach of 3 means very, very susceptible at the back post to headers, which is a common way to concede goals in Football Manager this year, if you didn't know. But yeah, lacking in determination as well, lacking in a bit of composure. Potential. He's got potential. Whether he makes it and fulfills it, not too sure. Charlie Punter, right winger, fairly determined, very aggressive. Love that. Aggression and bravery 17 and 19, which is I like that in my players, because it means they're going to get stuck in. They're going to chase the ball back. They're going to use that aggression to try and win the ball back, chase people down and do things like that, especially matched with determination 15 as well, which is really good. Physically, though, is a bit weak. I mean, he is a winger up here. We don't play with defensive wingers, so anticipation 3, flair 11, off the ball 8, work rate 14, pace 9, stamina 9, acceleration 10, agility 11, balance 6, crossing 6, dribbling 10, finishing 6, first touch 10, passing 9, technique 8. Not bad. There's growth there. It's nothing that's sort of like blowing me away as soon as we see him, but it's not dreadful. It's definitely not dreadful from Charlie Punter. Definitely room to grow. Right, into the top 4 for potential. Ben Rees, the mercenary from Wales, media-friendly mercenary, young centre-back, 6 foot, jumping reach of 12, fitness 13. Only 3 reds on here, and that's crossing, dribbling and finishing, none of which is needed as a centre-back. Maybe dribbling a little bit, but yeah, physicals all look pretty good. All yellow. Stamina is the lowest at 6. Natural fitness is the best at 13. Bravery 17. Every single mental attribute is yellow other than bravery 17 and teamwork 11. Determination 10 sort of does jump out as well. Two-footed, reasonable. Left foot isn't too bad, but tackling is his forte. 14 in tackling, technique 13. So those two together means he should give away a lot less penalties. Free kick taking 11 as well for a centre-back. Really is decent. Heading of 8 is a good base to start as well. If we put him into holding midfield, yeah, let's just go defensive midfielder on support. So first touch 9, positioning 6, work rate 7. There's a very good base. There is a very good base there for Ben Rees. I'm excited to see how he develops. I think with good training, good performances in the youth team for the first season, and then potentially good performances on a loan out, he could develop quite well. We're going to keep an eye on Ben Rees, a certain eye definitely on him. Then we get into the three that are at the top of the list. Andreas Kleinhaus, the Cypriot, Paulinho Balbiere, who's the Portuguese, and Armani Dickey, the right wing back from England. So Andrea Kleinhaus, low determination, media friendly. He has got determination of 2, which is a bit of a concern, but 4.5 star potential and starting attributes for a central midfielder that we don't actually play at the moment, but we'll look at that in a minute. Acceleration 11, agility 10, fitness 12, pace 8, stamina 7, aggression 13, composure 10, concentration 7, decisions 10, flair 12, off the ball 11, teamwork 15, vision 11, technique 12, passing 10, free kick taking 10, first touch 14, and dribbling 8 is not too bad at all. We can't put him up there. His passing probably isn't quite good enough if we want to go to an attacking midfielder. But again, 5'6", jumping reach of 2 is the only massive negative, and the determination. But overall, again, pretty decent for a 15-year-old. Get him a couple of years in the under-18s, get him a loan move, hopefully a good average rating, which will improve with that, and some good training results and everything like that could be very, very useful. To be honest, it could be very useful indeed. In terms of what I want to do, let's get rid of player contribution, and can I whack in here pros and cons, icons only? So yeah, okay, there's no one here, no massive injuries and things like that, but he's got consistency, lots of room to grow, multiple positions. Yeah, okay, not too bad for Andreas Kleinhaus. Paulinho Balbiere, who came through as probably the best player of the lot according to our head of youth development, who we are not going to go for Kai Alsop. There was a very big generalistic of that, not to do that. 5'4", jumping reach of 3, so it's another winger that can't jump. But physical attributes here: pace 14, balance 11, agility 14, acceleration 11. Absolutely banging. Love that. Mentals could be a little bit better, but determination 16, flair 11, work rate 14, all great. Technique 11, passing 7, first touch 7, dribbling 8, crossing 10. This guy, he's right-footed, which is a bit of a shame. He is fairly strong on his left foot as well, but I think he could be a very, very good left winger for us. He comes into the club as the second best left winger behind Ollie Lewis, who, by the way, has had another massive bid on him from an MLS club, and we accepted it and he turned them down, so he's clearly happy to stay at Folkestone at the moment. That was £500,000, by the way, we got from Charlotte FC, and he turned them down. But yeah, some good pros in there as well, not too many cons, a bit of consistency, can't head the ball, which is, sort of makes sense given that he's 5'4" and has a jumper reach of 3. That's not going to be his job. But yeah, love that start. I think he's going to be a very good player to keep an eye on and keep a watch on. Armani is his name. Armani Dickey at right back. This is the Englishman, unambitious, level-headed in the media. Pace 10, fitness 13, balance 11, acceleration 13, agility 9, pace 10, stamina 7. All looks pretty good. 2-footed as well. Crossing 10 from right back. He's going to get a lot of assists. Technique 11, work rate 9, teamwork 14, positioning 9, off the ball 7, leadership 11, decisions 9, concentration, composure, bravery, anticipation and aggression are all 7. No massive negatives other than the low determination, which I'm hoping if we get him in a mentor group, which I am starting to use a little bit more, or maybe as a good off-the-field event, which we had with Englefield, that can see it get a good spike as well. But I think they're quite rare to get. I mean, Englefield's was like a year and a half ago, so it might be due another one, who knows. But yeah, individual personality and ambitious, doesn't look to further himself. We might have to see if that changes. Of course, if his background, if his hidden attributes change due to training or mentoring groups or off-the-field events and stuff like that, his personality does change. So we'll keep an eye on Armani Dickey. But overall, I think that's a big split, right? I think everybody was above Garban was basically. I said Garban wasn't garbage, so it's probably Garban and above looks pretty decent for some development in there. Maybe Guy Shell as well, Lumanza. Everyone below him looked a little bit weaker. But I think, yeah, we'll probably have, I don't know, probably all of this lot will definitely get a contract. So that's not a bad little shout. Maybe not Tamindu Benyon. But, yeah, some good players in there. Who's your favourite player? Let me know down below as per usual. We will be back to see who we've signed, how they all come out in the Power BI, and do an end-of-season review at the end of the year, where hopefully we've won the league. Something that could swing in our favour is that we have Luton as our last game of the season, and Luton are absolutely dreadful. I don't know how they've become so bad, but they're already relegated with 10 points from 41 games. Like, they are absolutely dreadful. So if it comes down to the last day of the season, we should be laughing because we're playing Luton, who are already relegated. But hopefully we get it all wrapped up before then. I will speak to you very, very soon. Let me know who your favourite player from that youth take is down below, and I'll see you in the next one on Friday, which is my birthday. So on the next episode, just spam happy birthday in the comments section, and don't worry, I'll remind you when I record it. See you then. Cheers.